G'day guys, and welcome to another one of my Digimon ReArise video. So it's that time once again where I talk through the Digimon that should be coming to global and the upcoming releases, so you can kind of plan how you want to play the game on the global side. Of course, all of these release dates are based off JP. Global loves to shake things up and the release schedule can change at any moment. They already have in this first page, they've already changed stuff up. Credits to Chordos2 from the Discord for all the images and translations that you'll see in this video. And you can access this database at digirearise.com. I know it's time to make this video because I get a ton of comments like, dude, you need to make your next video like pretty much as soon as the last one runs out. So just for a time reference period, we're kind of up to here, Millenniummon X. He released late October on the JP side, and we're going up to late January. So November, December, January, 3 months here of releases that you can kind of plan ahead for. I've got some bad news. It's going to be so hard to save because there is some absolute heat coming up. So we've had Mercurymon, Millenniummon, Renamon. We haven't had Bancho Golem yet. He's a defensive blue support Digimon. Gives evade, gives block. He's a kind of tanky blue Digimon that can help your other blue Digimon be more tanky. He's not a must-have. He'll probably drop next, I'm predicting, to go along with Beelzemon X. Noble Pumpkinmon, I believe, is already on the global side. He's pretty good. He's a healer and a reviver. Beelzemon X, of course, is out right now as I'm making this video. I'm making this video in early March as well. So if you're watching it any later than this or any couple months down the line, this video is not going to be relevant anymore. But Craniumon's from Ticket Banner. He is amazing. 10-turn crit protection. If you can pull him from the Ticket Banner, you are a lucky person. Duffmon, Leopard Mode, and Jessmon are also out. They've just released at the time I'm making this video. They're both pretty good in Clash Battle. Leopard Mode has a little bit of niche in PvP as well. Not meta shattering, but definitely cool Digimon to have. The first Clash Battle event is Chimeramon. He's out as well. Examon released early. He released at the same time as Millenniummon on the JP side. He's already dropped on globals, which makes me think that Millenniummon and Bancho may be combined together, or Millenniummon will be after Bancho Golemon. This guy is really good. I love my Millenniummon. He only gives evasion to blue allies in his passive, but he has like random status effects. He removes all your opponent's buffs. He can fade the enemy team. He's good. I really like Millenniummon. Again, not a must-have, but really solid Digimon. Agunimon is the egg that you get from the spiral rewards. He's not great. I actually do have him on JP. I've never used him. Like, he's not fantastic. He just, he spreads burn. He hits harder if the enemy is burned, and he protects from burn. He's just a burn-centered Digimon, but his stats are super low because he is a rookie stage Digimon in his final form. So after, I'm predicting Millenniummon and Bancho. After that comes Beelzemon X antibody. I slept on this guy in JP, and I kind of regret it. He is a tech-type purple Digimon with multi-hit akin to Rasenmon Anniversary. He has fixed damage on his sub-skill. It's not too bad though because it shortens buff every hit 4 times. And his main skill also hits random enemies, 2 times, and it hits really hard. 1200% times 2 because it hits twice. Really hard hitter. He also boosts all your allies' tech and some status protection there as well. And that X antibody is always useful in the Underworld dungeon. This guy's actually genuinely good. He's one of the best partner Digimon because his main skill, 1200 twice, is super good with Ignore Block as well. So he's still pretty relevant on JP quite a bit down the track. The reason why it's possible to skip him is this next stretch. It is absolutely ridiculous. If you have one bad banner, you are going to be in struggle town. That's what happened to me. First was a step-up banner that featured Bancho Lilymon as the guaranteed Digimon and Bancho Leomon as the sub-banner Digimon. This is the best step-up that there has ever been. Bancho Lilymon is a god in pretty much every game mode. I love my Bancho Lilymon. She can cure all damage over time, status ailments that you have on your team, as well as fade with cooldown reduction. She revives herself. She increases your team's power and tech damage resistance. Ridiculous. Like one of the best healers in the game, guaranteed on the JP side for 700 Digirubies. Bancho Leomon is no slouch either. This guy is not guaranteed or wasn't on the global side, but he is amazing as well. 3 hits to 1 enemy, 4 times crit multiplier with stacking power. He also gives double damage to blue and red, 60% crit to all allies, and reduces purple allies' skill cooldown. So pair him with something like Beelzemon X antibody, which we just spoke about, with that cooldown reduction. Even Millenniummon Anniversary with that 60% crit and cooldown reduction to purple allies. Really powerful. This step up banner is a must. I would at least have 700 Digirubies in the bank for when this drops, if it's the same as JP, just so you can get your Bancho Lilymon. But if you chucked a couple of extra Digirubies into it to get the Leomon, I don't think you would regret it. Now, if you're not already drained from Beelzemon and the step up, guess what comes next? The Ancients. Ancient Garurumon and Ancient Greymon. Both of these guys dropped at the same time, however they were in separate banners. They are both really, really top tier. Ancient Garurumon is one of the hardest hitting tech Digimon in the game. Look at this, 2000% damage multiplier, plus he stacks. He has a 90% tech buff for all allies on his sub skill. He is really, really good. He also gives your allies a couple of stacks of evasion and is a red killer. Amazing Digimon in Clash Battle. I do have him on JP. One of my favorite Digimon in-game and out-of-game, Ancient Greymon, also coming to the game. He is an absolute beast, which makes me so happy. He has a skill kind of like Heavy Leomon, where he can taunt all the attacks towards him. He also has a huge 90% power buff on his sub skill. He revives himself every time he uses his main skill. He is like fantastic. I want him. I'm going to be going hard for him on the global side. If you want to check him out in more detail, just jump onto the website and you can read about what he does, because he does quite a lot, but he's a really, really solid Digimon in pretty much every game mode. If this wasn't enough, we've got Beelzemon X, who's great. The Step Up, which is pretty much a must-do. The 2 Ancients, which are fantastic. Then comes Fanglongmon, or Fanglongmon. This guy, he is, I consider him almost as broken as Millenniummon Anniversary. He's up there in brokenness. He is amazing. I went over 3,400 for this guy and didn't get him, and I am still kicking myself. At least you have the insight to plan for this, but like, he is nuts. 230 to all enemies doesn't sound like much. Oh, that's his sub, sorry. Let's start with his main. 473 enemies still doesn't sound like much. 4 times crit multiplier, plus he pierces everything. Evasion, shields, and damage limiters. Like, he is a one-shot machine. If you can buff him up somehow and click this, you pretty much one-shot everything. If that wasn't enough, he has a crazy poison on his sub skill. 70% to his own crit rate and all green allies. 1.2 to red, blue, and purple. And lets all allies evade 3 stacks. 3 times, 3 stacks of evasion. What the hell? This guy has everything. He's got damage, defense, and support. He is absolutely bonkers. To top it off, he gets speed in his plugins. He doesn't need crit. He's already getting 70% crit from his passive. plus 3 stacks of evasion for your whole team, plus whatever else you already got going on there. He is bonkers. Absolutely ridiculous. And they dropped him right at the time after all this hype. They knew people weren't going to be able to get him. Definitely something to save for. Blue Alter S comes in a Omegamon Gacha, Omegacha. He's okay. He's nothing special. Like all the Omegamons, he's kind of not top tier, but you can squeeze him into like a lot of teams. He's not too bad. He's a hard-hitting blue Digimon. That's all I have to say about him. To continue on with the evasion / new green meta, which drops with Bancho and Fanglongmon, is Ulforce Beelzemon X antibody. This guy has the Ulforce curse, you know, where he has to do a certain skill first. However, his certain skill is quite good. It has a 100% chance of giving 2 enemies fade, plus 100% to green allies tech, which is really good if you pair him with Fanglongmon. You can start with that. They have to either clear the fade with Bancho Lilymon or suck it up, and then you just bloody rip through them with Fanglongmon. So definitely a great combo there. His sub-skill isn't too bad. It gives a bit of poison damage, multi-hit as well. He also gives himself automatic recovery, more evasion for green allies, plus that Ulforce Ultra Speed passive, which he gets there. So you have to use his main skill first, regardless of speed. More evasion, green support, hectic time to release it. And just to top off the green meta, after he releases... the last piece of the puzzle, who isn't required, but is like makes your team ridiculous, more ridiculous, is Beelzemon. He is a reviver with a 5-turn debuff, like more evasion. He gives a passive to all your green allies that pretty much protects them from everything. He heals and revives. Like if your team didn't have enough evasion or defense, this guy just really completes the puzzle in the green meta that is coming after all this stuff releases. Finally, I'm going to finish on Heavy Leomon, the blue version. The only reason you'd want this guy is for the sudden death protection, the fade protection for blue and purple allies, and a shield. Like, he hits fairly hard as well, but after all this other stuff that releases, definitely not a must-have. There is more releases after this guy, but that's probably enough information to give you an idea of how you should plan your Digirubies. The plan is get everything early, or you're going to end up in a rut, and it makes it really, really hard. Personally, here's my roadmap that I'm going to do. Skipping Millenniummon, unfortunately, as much as I like him, he doesn't fit with my global account. And you should always summon for what fits your account or what you like. I'm going to dabble in Beelzemon X, but not too much. Definitely completing the step up just for Bancho. I don't know if I will go in any more after that. Going in for Ancient Greymon, I'll be skipping Ancient Gurumon. Again, he doesn't fit well with my account, but Ancient Greymon definitely does. I need him. Then everything into Fanglongmon after that. If I get lucky here, might dabble a bit in Ulforce just to get that combo going, but not too much because there's definitely more stuff releasing after that. So the main hitters I'm going for are Bancho Lily, Ancient Greymon, and Fanglongmon, and dabbling in a few banners in between. Hey, I'm going to wrap it up there. Remember that this can change at any point on Global. They dropped Examon mega early, so this can change at any point. If you want more information, make sure you read all of the Digimon's information on the website as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and definitely comment, what are you going to be summoning for? What is your roadmap? How many Digirubies do you have right now? Are you still chasing Digimon X? Are you going in for the Leopard mode and the Jesmon? Or are you saving for the absolute home stretch hecticness that is coming to Global in the next 2 to 3 months? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this is useful for you. Any questions as well, leave them in the comments below and I'll try and answer them. Any serious questions anyway. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!